Okay, so we have the ninth person voted out within the season one, Amir with us. Amir, before we get into the questions, would you like to have your final say, or do you have anything to say?
Oh, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. Uh, well, I did leave. I left classy. I thought about being, you know, that person who's kind of disgusting, really like very foul taste in people's mouth. But if I let them think that they didn't get to me, then I'm fine. But I was very disappointed um, how everything went down. How the people I trusted the most basically turned their back on me. Um, I want to say I'm surprised, but I've been calling it this entire game, uh, following blind, following blindly. Um, so congratulations to Alyssa. She's gonna win this shit, and no one's gonna go against her. But
Is that it?
yeah.
Okay. So, since you're the one voted out tonight, what do you think you could have done different with your gameplay?
Oh my god. I don't know. I really don't know, and that's the thing is that I don't know what I could have done differently. I was consistent with everyone. I was consistent with my thoughts. I was consistent with my plans. I was consistent with everything. I was consistent with everybody. But a lot of people who've played with me in the past or something or know me from a different game know that I'm extremely consistent. And a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people think that everybody in every game thinks the other person is lying. So when you're truthful and consistent, it doesn't work well because people are always going to think you're lying. And even when I asked for examples about what I lied about, no one could give me examples. They cannot give me concrete examples. You heard my name. Well, no shit. It's a fucking social game. Of course, your name can be brought up, you idiot. Like, duh. Um, but you know, if you're not in danger, I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh, well, this person said, something about you," and have you go off the deep end. So, I was consistent. Look, I'm proud of the game I played. I got a lot further than I thought I would. I got a lot further than I was supposed to because I should have left twice this game. Should have left twice, but I didn't, and I really don't know what I could have done differently. At this point, everybody's mind was made up, and everyone was following somebody else. It wasn't like it was a last minute thing. So I don't think I could have really done anything differently, except maybe just played the stupid card. Like, I could have played like, just the idiot walking around with, big tits and blonde hair. What? I don't know what's going on. Let's do this. Like, I could have played that way, or I could have been playing like Mandy, just not really around, not a good social game, just around, you know. Although you saw what I did there, I got Mandy voted for Alyssa because I told her earlier in the day I wanted to vote for her. Jesse told me she was voting for Duke, and I was like, "Fuck you, Peyton! You're voting for me. Then I'm gonna vote for him." If the three of us actually would have said we're all gonna vote for the same person, we could have gave someone a whole shit in their pants, but we didn't. So, and there was no one was gonna flip. Like no one was gonna flip. So there was really nothing I could do at that point. Um, I left all my chats so I could just have a very quiet, relaxing day, knowing the inevitable was going to happen. So,
With that being said, that leads to the next question. You left all your chats earlier today. Now, since you are the one voted out, who do you feel most betrayed by and why?
I feel betrayed mostly by three people. Jeff, because he really wasn't around a whole lot, and I count countless times would explain to him what happened and what's going on. Emily, I've spent time and time again having conversation with, and the one that probably stings the most is Peyton. Honestly, we started really good. Him and I, we really did. I mean, we spent 4 hours talking about just shit, everything. It was great. Our communication kind of fell out a little bit because we were never on the same team. He felt that it wasn't necessary, and then him and I had a huge, huge fight today. Huge fight. I wanted to quit. I did. I wanted to quit. I didn't want to give them the satisfaction of getting rid of me. I didn't want that, not at all. But he says, "Be a better person." He says, He said, "You don't respect quitters." I don't respect people who listen to other people and not sit there and ask questions, automatically blame people, automatically assume shit. That's how people end up in jail. Police assume shit. They don't check their shit. They automatically assume something. Him and I got into a huge, huge, huge fight. He called me a coward, and I called him pathetic. People, people who were just like this, so close. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out, and I knew it was after yesterday. I knew with Dylan leaving, saying what he said, and knowing Alyssa believes whatever she wants to believe, and knowing that no one's going to go against Alyssa, no one's going to go against her. I knew it was me. God, I knew my time ran out. Like, I knew my luck ran out. Shit, third time's a charm. It's just so happened to be the third time. Look what happened. But Peyton's the one who can suck a dick. I was looking for the Benner quote, but I couldn't remember it off the top of my head. You can go eat a dick or suck a dick or something. I couldn't remember it in my head, but that's what I was going for. So it's frustrating.
So you started this game by calling yourself Amir.
Yeah.
Got caught. How did you manage to pull yourself off of that situation and have that not go around to people?
The best part was that there's another Noah in this game. So it really worked. That worked in my favor. Another fight Peyton and I had. You should have said this. I was like, look, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I could be Billy Joe Jim Bob or some shit like that. It doesn't matter what I tell you my name is. I'm not meeting you at a bar. I'm not trying to hook up with you. Where it's none of that's going on. It's we're in a game. It doesn't matter. I could tell there's plenty of people in these games who go by shit. You know what I mean? Plenty of people. Nicole's name's not Nicole. I mean, come on. People get mad. Like, Demonica's name is not Demonica, but, he really got mad. What really worked in my favor is that there was another Noah in this game. And so I think if people found out or kind of understood or knew or something, they're easily just like, you know, it differentiates the two. You know, the reason why I did it was because if people who I played with in the past know me, they know the kind of player that I am. They know I'm strategic. They know I'm not slick. 'Cause I'm not slick at all. But they know me as strategic. They know me as smart. And so I try to switch it up, and I kept the heat off. Peyton sat there and told one of my arch enemies, fucking Ronnie Ross, he can suck a dick too. Um, about, me and shit like that. And that's fine. I don't care, but don't come at me the way you came at me. I kept it off the screen for a while. I'm pretty sure everyone knew. Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure they did. Um, but it never came up. It never came up. And it kept the heat off of me because there's another Noah in the game. So put myself in a good position. At least for that.
So you're basically earlier in this call you said that everyone handed Alyssa the win. Is that who you think is playing the best game right now?
I think Alyssa's using fear. I think Alyssa's using fear as a tactic. She has 4 powers. She has 4 powers. You know, 2 of the powers are super strong. You know, Jeff has a strong power. Um, Peyton has a strong power. You know, I I don't think Alyssa's playing the best game. I think Alyssa's playing the most out front game because no one's going to go against her at all. No one is going to go against her. Everyone's just going to keep feeding into what she wants. Every single thing Alyssa has wanted this entire game, she has gotten. Everything. People leaving, you know, uh, situation, power, everything she's wanted, she's gotten. I can't knock her game and I can't knock her hustle. Being a bitch and being a whore is probably good for her. Don't, sorry, take that out. I didn't mean that. Whore as in verbal whore because she talks to everybody. Um, so, you know, I'm not going to knock her game. I think the person playing the best game, legitimately, in my opinion, is Mandy, and that's very surprising. That's coming from a big social and competitive person like myself. Mandy's playing the best game, not getting involved in the drama like she is. She's playing a very smart game. Not she's playing. She reminds me very much of Nick Benner in this sense, um, because she's playing smart, not being super social, just social enough, not being involved in drama, not making deals that she can't hold down. Um, she's playing a very Nick Benner game. And Jesse and I had this conversation yesterday, and Mandy is probably going to get brought all the way to the end and cut because no one's going to think that she's going to win or do something. But watch, she'll surprise somebody. She's going to surprise somebody. Watch that.
All right. Well, since you are voted out, played the game, and now a viewer of the season, we do want your opinions on what we could do to help further this game. Well, further this franchise. I can say it's the starting franchise for next week for future seasons. Like what you could do, what we could do to change. If you saw any flaws in the game that you wanted to tell us.
Many, many, many. First flaw, me getting voted out. Obviously, I'm going to say that. But I think the fact is that with everything switching every round, it made people be social, which I did enjoy that. Um, what I did not enjoy was the fact that I think time frames are really small in this game. I will say that the time frames are extremely small in this game. Um, Also, I think that it should be
No, trust us. All the production members were agreed to when people would say that. What we all think the game went really fast.
no. The game has gone extremely fast. It's gone extremely fast, but the I say time frames as in honestly, I wish I had an extra day because I think if I had an extra day, it would have gave me not less than 24 hours. If I had a little around 48 hours or 40 hours or something, I think if I had more time, it would have been easier to convince people because more time would have gone by, more information would have flowed. Um, in my opinion, I think that there should, at least for people who potentially could be in my situation, I think that the time between period and tribal should be a little longer. In my opinion, I think the captain's challenge should be shorter. Um, assuming how it is, I also think that the power should be more evenly distributed. Um, and I think the power should be more of. I think every pounder should have a counter power. I hate to look. Shout out to DSBB. Um, but in that game, every power has a counter power, and I think in this game, every power should have a counter to not just give people advantages. Like, oh, you get to block a vote. Oh, get an extra vote. You get to steal a vote. I think that every power should have a power, so people who potentially who were in my position, or like people who are on the complete outs, you know, um, it gives them a little more hope. It gives them a little more hope. That's all I can say is have everything that have powers that counteract each other if power situation continues, to give people more hope and not sit here and do what I did. Leave all your chats knowing you're completely helpless, knowing nothing's going to work in your favor. I would say just a little more of even distribution. That's all. So, because we've all watched Survivor, there's been a few seasons of Survivor where you can steal a vote, or you get an extra vote, or you get the idle nullifier. But then there's been the whole, hey, guess what? You get a secret immunity, as in like someone has given you this immunity. You're safe from tribal, and you pull it out after the vote. So it kind of works like an immunity idol, but it's not really an immunity idol. It just means you're safe the entire time. And then there's also instances where, oh, I got this little secret advantage today, but I couldn't open it up, or surprise, you're not allowed to vote. Something like that, I would say. But other than that, it was fun. It was an experience. Let's say that much. It was definitely an experience.
Well, with that being said, Amir, you
I'm
are the
upset
ninth
there's
person
no
voted
jury.
out.
I'm upset there's no jury. Damn. Second game in a row. No jury.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, you are the ninth person voted out of Sunday season 1. Your crew has thrown you overboard. Thank you so much for playing. We liked having you. Be around, because I do want to make a confessional with you and ask questions, because I know you did a confessional last time and I wasn't there. Or was I?